What's going on YouTube? It's your boy MaysRemix back again with another video. Today we gonna do a build video on my personal favorite player since 2009, Derrick Rose, the GOAT point guard. Alright, I don't know how that happened. My mic just completely fell. But this is the Derrick Rose build, my favorite point guard personally. So you want to go point guard. I went with left-handed. I make all my players left-handed. If you don't know that about me by now, you should hit the sub button so you can find that out about me, sir. But so you want to go with the playmaking and slashing pie chart. I'm gonna show y'all a second D Rose build after this first one. This first one's more of the MVP Rose. The second build is more of like today's Rose. He got a strap, you know, he hit the fade in mid-range. Is kind of a shot creator more than a slasher. But so Mike Wang had said that the strength would matter this year, right, for like finishing and stuff. But I feel like on a guard, you always are gonna want the max speed possible, and then vertical, I promise you, vertical do not matter at all. But so you want to upgrade the driving dunk, driving layup, close shot all the way. You get around 19 finishing badges. Then you want to upgrade the standing dunk till you get 20 finishing badges. Then you're gonna want to upgrade your three-pointer and all your shooting badges till you get 9. And then playmaking, you're going to end up getting 22 badges. And you want to make sure you got defense this year. I don't know, last year some people only upgraded their perimeter and lateral just so they could do the bare minimum on defense. I feel like you definitely should upgrade your defense a little bit more this year to get at least 3 badges. At least have clamps, interceptor, and chase down possibly. But I think I found a way to get around 23 playmaking badges and 4 defensive badges on this build. So, I mean, in my opinion, this is a pretty all-around build. You got a 67 three-point rating, which, depending on how the game is this year, you might be able to hit some of them shots. Excuse me. But your ball handle is going to be a 91. Your driving dunk, once you upgrade your wing, at the end of this, I'm going to show you upgrade your wingspan, and you're going to be able to get contact dunks off rip if you want. If you want to grind your player out, you can leave the wingspan on default. But with this player, you know, D-Rose 6'3", I went ahead and went with 6'3". You got to be kind of realistic. The weight, not exactly sure how much D-Rose weighs, but pretty sure I went to the highest possible weight where I could get 95 speed. And that was 186. Yeah, 186 is what I went with. And then wingspan, like I said, you can max it out if you want. You can go one below to get the small contact dunks off rip. You can go minimum if you want to be able to shoot better. It's really all up to you this year. But with this build, I went with the longest wingspan possible so I could get the contacts off rip. And then yo, takeover is going to be slashing, playmaking, and shot creating. You can go with whatever, but if you're trying to make a prime Derrick Rose build, I went ahead and went with the slashing takeover. You come out as a slashing playmaker. Shades of Kevin Johnson, John Wall, and Ja Morant, which, in my opinion, Ja Morant's a baby D Rose. So this is a pretty good representation of the build, but we're going to get into the current day D Rose real quick. You know what I'm talking about? So this right here, this is going to be a more current day on the Pistons, on the Timberwolves, Derrick Rose. You're going to want to make him a point guard, number 1 or number 25, whichever one you want to go with. But you see how they added these new pie charts, right, where it's kind of like there's more shooting than finishing, or there's more finishing than shooting. I went ahead and went with the one where there's more finishing than shooting because, yeah, Derrick Rose, he can shoot now, and he's got a nice little mid-range, but at the end of the day, he's a slasher at heart. He's a slasher. So went ahead and went with this pie chart, the more finishing than shooting. Then went with the speed, physical pie chart. You want to upgrade basically everything you upgraded last time, but your badges are going to come out a little different this time. So you're going to end up with 16 finishing, 16 shooting, 13 playmaking, and 6 defense. If you want to lower your defense to like 3 or 4, you can, and then get some more shooting, finishing, or playmaking badges. But this is probably the most like well-rounded, just all-around point guard build that you can get in this game in all reality. Body type, it don't really matter. You can go defined, solid, burly, built, anything you want. I went defined. 6'3" again, Derrick Rose, 6'3". You want to go 6'3" with this build. You might be able to go 6'2" and still get contact dunks though, so I'm not sure. Whichever one you want to go with. Again, I went with the lowest or the highest weight for the highest speed that I could get, which was 88. And then so Wingspan with this build in particular, it's all really up to you. So I personally went with sort of like, I didn't go max wingspan, I don't think, but if you do go max wingspan, once you hit 95 or once you hit 99, you can get all the contact dunks. Pretty sure you can do that with the 80 dunk, but I'm not sure. But with this build, you can get lockdown takeover, so you're pretty much a two-way BP build, which is kind of insane if you ask me. That's kind of OP. But with this build, I kind of went with shot creator, because Derrick Rose now, like I said, he's more of a shot creator. Even though he's a slasher at heart, he's more of a shot creator. But with this build, you get the slasher name, shades of Kevin Johnson, Steph Curry, and Derrick Rose. So think of that. Your name on the park is a slasher. Nobody's going to want to guard you at the three-point line, because nobody can think you can shoot. But you still have shades of Steph Curry. This build might be like the most OP but like weirdest name to build, because you can do just about everything. But you hop on here and people don't know that. They're not going to guard you until you hit about 2 or 3 shots. So I mean, this is probably the most all-around point guard build for this game. But you know what I'm saying, D-Rose is my favorite player. I had to make a build video of him. Shout out to Cross for giving me this idea. Anyway, you can sometimes see him down in the comment section below. But go ahead and like, subscribe, all that to the video. It's been MaysRemix. I'm out. Peace.